Bimini Beach Club is amazing. We love it. There you go. That was a quick review. Okay, maybe not, but this won't take long. While we really love the beach club, let me tell you why you might hate it. Because yeah, some cruisers are really disappointed when they experience it for the first time. Like pretty much everything that Virgin Voyages does, they've created a beach club that differs pretty significantly from what the other cruise lines have developed. Let's start with the 135-foot tower with the 13 water slides and wave pool. Oh wait, that's Perfect Day at CocoCay. Bimini doesn't have any of that. So if you're a bit of a thrill seeker, that's reason one for why you might be very disappointed. One reason down and a bunch more coming. Ahoy sailors, my name is Rob and I'm here to tackle Virgin Voyages one topic at a time. Welcome to OVT. If you're not fond of crowds, admittedly, this may not be the place for you. While it's laid out really well, a couple thousand cruise passengers are pretty much always in sight. The beach club isn't sprawling over 120 acres. It's just a measly 4.5 acres. There's definite separation between the beach, which has tons of lounge chairs and umbrellas, all free, of course, and the pools. Yeah, I did say pools, plural, while hardly in competition with the larger private islands. One of the pools is usually pretty chill and relaxing, and the other is hosted by staff and a DJ, and this is where the party is. What we love is that we can lounge in peace at the beach, and then when we want to join the party, we can just walk over to the pool and be a little bit more social. Let me give you another reason why you might hate the Bimini Beach Club. While you can absolutely use their kayaks and paddle boards and snorkeling gear, there are no jet skis, there's no parasailing, no bike rentals, and no horseback riding. Most private cruise islands try to be everything, a water park, beach club, and adventure park all in one. Bimini Beach Club doesn't. It's just a beach club, and that's why some people love it and others feel like maybe something's missing. Before sharing a bit of a different potential issue with the Bimini Beach Club, while not new to cruising, I am a pretty new YouTuber, so if you'd be willing to hit the subscribe button down there, that one right over there, I'd be grateful. And maybe that like button as well. Thank you in advance. Let's get back into it by looking at it from a completely different angle and not through the eyes of a typical private island lover. What if you think you're going to walk into some exclusive, luxurious space with serenity and tons of privacy? Well, the beach club is beautiful, and it does have its areas where you can hide away from the crowds. But at the end of the day, it's a beach club, and it's not the Ritz. Unless you're cruising in a Rockstar suite, you'll share the space with us plebes. Having said that, you may be able to rent a cabana within the Rockstar Retreat, which is a quieter and more exclusive area. They're really limited, so getting one there is tough. But don't worry, even if they're full, you can still rent a cabana up on the main beach. Last year, we rented one with a few friends. We split the $600 charge between 3 couples and had our own private sanctuary for the day. We didn't have to worry about sprinting off the ship early to get chairs. We didn't have to worry about not getting 6 spots together. And more importantly, we were served like royalty. Okay, maybe that's overstating things a little bit, but we never once had to get up to get our own lunch or snacks or drinks, and we absolutely got a lot of all of those things. So having somebody with direct access to the bar is priceless. Admittedly, the bars can get a little bit busy at times, and in the cabana, we always got our drinks in, 4 or 5 minutes or so. Don't get me wrong, I'm not suggesting that you need to spend $600 to have an incredible experience at the Bimini Beach Club, and to be honest, I've actually heard people say that they've paid less than that. But if you're the type of person who expects an elevated experience, this just might be your solution, and you just might not hate it after all. So now let me tell you why you'll love it, or at least why we love it. It feels like a true beach club and not a theme park. It's adults only, so there's no chaos, there's no kid zones, well, there's no kids at all. It's curated and it's stylish and it's intentional, but it's not overbuilt. I find it funny that people open their wallets to go to places like Mr. Santos in Cozumel or the Royal Beach Club in Nassau, but then they shake their heads at Bimini. And also, unlike the private islands, just about everything's included. Sure, you have to pay for your drinks, but you can use your bar tab there, but there's no limit on free food. The soft drinks are included. There are free beach chairs and umbrellas and hammocks. You've got a stunning beach, a couple of pools and Wi-Fi. Oh, I almost forgot the free Wi-Fi. Take that, Perfect Day at CocoCay. If you watch my channel, you know that we've sailed 5 cruise lines, and one of the things that always annoys me with the other cruise lines is the constant nickel and diming, and that is not an issue here at the Beach Club. What else? Well, the beach is genuinely beautiful. It's stunning. The sand is white and fine. The water is that shade of turquoise that everyone visiting the Caribbean pictures in their minds. It just feels more natural and not manufactured like some of those other islands. There are tons of comfortable places to relax. Like I said, there are hammocks and day beds and lounge chairs everywhere. Lots of shaded areas and umbrellas galore if you want to be out on the beach but out of the sun. The pools are great. There's no shortage of day beds and loungers surrounding them, and the party pool becomes a social hub of the day. I actually think more people hang out at the pools than over at the beach. Also, the vibe shifts throughout the day. In the morning, it's pretty calm and chill, very relaxing, and you can even take free yoga and meditation classes if you want. And in the afternoon, the DJ starts up, the energy rises, and a bit of a party atmosphere starts to emerge. We talked about the food, but I want to back up a bit. The food is amazing. Okay, some picky eaters might not be thrilled, but it's just really good food. For us, we'll take authentic over fast food 10 times out of 10. Unless there's a quarter pounder involved, that's my kryptonite, maybe 9 times out of 10. Finally, it's incredibly easy and stress-free. You just walk off the ship and you hop onto the free tram. There's no planning required. There's no need to book anything extra. It feels like an extension of the ship and not a complicated port day. Actually, on our last cruise a couple of months ago, we sailed to the Southern Caribbean, and we had a ton of port days, and we didn't have a day at Bimini Beach Club, and we really missed it. You'd better believe that our next sailing includes a stop there, and we can't wait. For us, the Beach Club isn't just a stop, it's one of the highlights of our cruise. Have you been to the Bimini Beach Club? Did I miss any pros or cons that come to mind? Leave me a comment and let me know. And please do hit those like and subscribe buttons. Well, that's all about the truth about the Bimini Beach Club, and that's my one virgin topic for today. Do you have any questions? Are there any topics that you'd like to hear about? Leave me a message below, and until next time, ahoy, sailor.